JEE Max, season 2 of JEE Max. And in this season, we are completely concentrating on a chapter. Of that, we are focusing on complex numbers. So far, in a complex number, successfully we have completed 38 lessons. This is lesson number 39. With this lesson, in the complex numbers from our Icon integrated book, all theoretical information, along with the theoretical information, we have completely solved all the problems, each and every problem from exercise 4.1 to 4.3. Again, my friends, please don't forget to check the description there. I'm providing links of the previous lessons also. That will help you to get the continuity in the particular chapter. Okay, this is the last lesson of exercise 4.3 especially. And coming to lesson number 39 here in exercise 4.3, we are concentrating the problem number 31 to 33. Now coming to 31 problem. Yeah. See, listen the question very carefully. x1, x2, x3 and so on xn are the roots of x power n plus ax plus b. Of course, it is the problem interlinked with complex numbers versus what is called quadratic equations or polynomial equations. By looking the answer itself with your practice, you can find that okay, it is the question of differentiation. So what I'm doing is, okay, since these are all of the roots, I can express the complex number x power n, the equation x power n plus ax plus b as, because it is the x1, x2, xn are the roots. Therefore, I can write this as what? X minus x1 into x minus x2 into x minus x3 into and so on, x minus xn. This is one of the brilliant step one should practice. Since the coefficient of x power n is 1, therefore I have written like this. If it is some coefficient has been given for x power n, so I can write that coefficient before x minus x1. But this is the concept. Now what to do? Now differentiate on both sides with respect to x. After differentiating this becomes what? Nx power n minus 1 plus a. This is, now apply the UV formula. You consider this as one term and the remaining terms you consider the second term. So by applying the UV formula, x minus x1 into differentiate of this one. That means d by dx of x minus x2 into x minus x3 and so on x minus xn plus x minus x2 into x minus x3 into x minus xn into d by dx of x minus x1. Now what to do? Put x is equal to x1. Put x is equal to x1. So it becomes n into x1 power n minus 1 plus a equal to, since x is equal to x1, all the terms going to vanish, and it becomes what? X1 minus x2 into x1 minus x3 into and so on x1 minus xn. And what is the differentiation of x minus x1? That is 1. So I got the answer. So my friends, how to get the idea? Just by looking the given polynomial x power n plus ax and given answer, then immediately you can understand that okay, how to get that n power n before that term x. This is possible only if differentiation occurs. So I have applied the technique and it is a more generalized technique. I got it. Okay. Now, next question is, this is the hint, the same hint this I have explained here. So only thing is you have to differentiate. If you are good at differentiation, then the problem is nothing for you. Otherwise, you need to practice. If several terms are there, don't worry. You consider first one term and remaining all other are second term and apply UV formula and substitute x is equal to x1. Now coming to question number 32. This is somehow the interesting question. Listen, read the statement properly. Let a z1, b z2, c z3 be 3 points such that a z1 plus b z2 plus c z3 equal to 0, comma a plus b plus c equal to 0 for some a, b, c belongs to R, and at least one of a, comma b, comma c non-zero. If mod z1 minus z2 is equal to mod z2 minus z3 is equal to mod z2, then find the area of triangle ABC. Actually, by looking the statement itself, in general, students they get they are not following the statement properly because they got somewhat fear complex. This looks like something difficult for them. But if you have studied the first statement until the full stop, you will get the idea that the given statement until the first full stop, that means let A Z1, B Z2, C Z3 are 3 points such that A Z1 plus B Z2 plus C Z3 equal to 0, A plus B plus C equal to 0, where A, B, C are not all 0. That statement indicates what? It looks like it is the concept of collinearity. So indirectly, what is given for you? Already this we have proved in one of our previous lessons. Just verify, that's why. Please verify that theorem. Already we did it. In the one of the exercise problem, we solved this, we proved this theorem. That's why it is a statement for what? If 3 points are studied to be collinear, then there exist A comma B comma C real numbers, not all 0 such that A Z1 plus B Z2 plus C Z3 equal to 0 and A plus B plus C equal to 0. This is the statement for what? Collinearity. So indirectly what is given? Z1, Z2, Z3 are collinear. That's all. And moreover, what is given? Distance between Z1 and Z2 and distance between Z2 and Z3 and mod Z2, they are same. That means now you imagine the diagram. What kind of diagram that you will get it? That I will show. That I will show. That is the central point in the question. See, this is the situation. So, from the given statement, it is very clear that AZ1, BZ2, CZ3. So, what is it AB? AB means distance between 2 points AB. That is mod of Z1 minus Z2 or Z2 minus Z1 mod. If I am taking mod, there is no problem. What is BC? What is BC? BC is mod of Z1 minus Z2 minus Z3. Okay. Is equal to mod Z2. Mod Z2 means, suppose this is BO, you say that as O, then this length. That means this length, and this length, they are equal. These 3 lengths are equal. That is the question given for you. Then what they are asking? They are asking to find area of triangle ABC. Then it is very simple, man. Why? Because it indicates OB is nothing but the bisector of AC. And moreover, lengths are same. That is possible only if AOC is right angle triangle. If AOC is right angle triangle, then what would be the area? Half into OA into OC. What is OA? That is mod Z1. What is OC? Mod Z3. That is half base into length into height. Enough. You got the answer. That I am explaining here. So AOC is simple question. Just by visualizing the statement, nothing, you have not necessary to put anything on paper. Just imagine the question and apply the geometrical property. Then automatically the triangle becomes what? And a right angle triangle. You apply the funda. So area of triangle, right angle triangle, OAC. Suppose this is the question. Then what is the area? Half base into height. Half into mod OA into mod OB. You know what is mod OA? That is mod Z1. What is mod OB? Mod Z3. Mod OC, sorry. This is C. Mod OC. So mod half into mod Z1, Z3. Simple question. Though it looks like the question in the complex number, but the concept behind the question is from geometry. That's why if you are mastered with coordinate geometry, you can do wonders with complex numbers. If you are doing master on vector algebra, you can do wonders with the complex numbers. All these topics, geometry, coordinate geometry, vector algebra, complex numbers, they are one another. They are all together. They are same in one point. They are same. So we can use all the conditions from each chapter, one to another chapter. We can apply them, and you will derive so many this kind of beautiful results. Now, coming to the next problem, and of course, my friends, I am not solving this problem because already we have done this. This is nothing but the problem, and it is problem number 24, and which already we have solved in our previous video. The only thing is there in the place of Z2 and Z1, it is Z and W is there. The same question we have done it. So you just verify the problem number 24 in 4.3 exercise. And if I am right, that you will get in lesson number 38 or 37. Okay, my friends, I think these questions are very, very, very valuable questions and useful questions in the entire complex numbers. Along with this, my suggestion would be you please solve every problem from the integrated textbook, including the workout examples. Then you will get complete command on the subject. If you are thorough with all these problems, then you can do whatever new problem is given for you. They are nothing. And this knowledge is more than sufficient even for getting 100% of the marks, especially in a complex number for advanced level also. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you like this, please share and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon, and we will meet the next lesson soon with another video. Thank you.